Hi everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel Online Study for You, a complete placement solution. So guys, I hope you all are doing extremely well and your placement preparation is also going well. Well, in this video, I have come up with pseudocode questions that are asked in latest Accenture exam. Before proceeding further, I would request you, if you haven't subscribed this channel, then hit the subscribe button along with the notification bell so that you will never miss any update from our side. Right, so let's see what are the pseudocodes asked in the latest Accenture exam. Guys, here I would recommend you first pause the video and try to solve the pseudocode on your own. And after solving the question, you can pause the video. So let's start with the video now. So this is the very first question. Here are some integers. First of all, let me take the pen. Yes, here are some integers B and C. Then we have to assign some values to them. B assigned 45 and C assigned 56, right? Now condition is check here. Okay, so if B is greater than 67, so what is the value of C? Sorry, B. B is 45. So whether 45 is greater than, whether 45 is greater than 67? No, the condition is false. Okay, so B will directly come out of the if part. So if is ended here and control will come directly to the end line. Okay, so what is the end line? End line is print B plus 1. Okay, so what is the value of B? B was 45 plus 1. This will become 46. Okay, so the 46 will be the correct answer. The code was very long, but the answer is little. Sometimes they put a type of pseudocodes that is heavy in seeing, but nothing is there. Okay, so this is that type of code. Moving on to the next code. Next code is, here are some integers A, B, C, and there are having some values. Okay. Now we assign B plus 2 plus A. So what is the value of B? B is 7. 7 plus 2 plus A. What is the value of A? A is 5. Okay. 7 and 2 is 9. 9 and 5, 14. Right. Now we will check for the condition. So the condition is if 6 plus C, what is the value of C? 4 plus A, what is the value of A? A is 5. A is greater than C, what is the value of C? Is 4 plus A is 5 plus 6. Okay, so 6 plus 4 is 10 and 5, 15. 15 is less than 15. So the condition is false and B will come out of the if part. So where if part is ended, so the if part is ended completely here. And now we have to just come here and we have to print A plus B plus C. Right. So what is the value of A? A is 5. What is the value of B? B is 14 here because we have updated the value of B before the if statement. So B is 14 plus C is 4. So 5 and 4, 9. 14 plus 9 will be 23. So 23 will be the correct answer for this question. 23 will be the correct answer, right? So moving on to the next question. Next question is, what will be the output of the following code? So here we are assigning 10,000 in an integer by. Now again in this line we are assigning 34 to y. So this will give an error because we can't assign two times. This will give an error because there is a rule in C language that we cannot reassign the value to a variable. And here we have already assigned 10,000 to y, and now here we are again try to assign this value 34 to y. So this will give an error like reassigning the value and this type of error. So the compile time error will be given by this code. Okay, I hope it makes sense. It is clear to you. So moving on to the next question. Next question is, here is a character array and okay, so this is the character array. Right, now we are taking the size of, okay, what is size of? So size of operator will be give the size of the argument passes in the parenthesis, right? So this will give the size of this hello. Now here at the 0th index we are assigning h. Okay, so this is like hello and this is a character array, so all the elements are like this. Okay, so at the very first place, at the place of 0th index means this, so we are assigning h. Then at the place of 1 we are assigning e. Then at the place of tooth index, we are assigning 0, 1, 2. We are assigning L. Then further, we are assigning L, and at the last index, means at the fourth index, we are assigning 0. Now we have to print the string. As we are converting the character array into string, so what it will print? So it will print simply hello in a combination. Okay, so this will give the output as hello. I hope it makes sense and it is clear to you. So moving on to the next question. Okay, so next question is, this is a recursive function, and guys you have to watch carefully now because this is a recursive function and little bit tricky. Okay, so first of all, there is int main int x assign foo. This is a function named foo, and where we are passing some values to there, and we are calling the function, and the output will be, or the result will be assigned to x, and then we have to print the value of x. So simply from here we are calling the function foo. So when the control will come here, this is the whole block, what the function is doing, what the foo function is doing, this is the whole block, this is telling. Now here you might be saying that there is no any prototype of this function, so it can give error. So we can write, prototype of this function like this: int foo, and then int n, int x or something. Okay, so this is a prototype. Simply see that how the function is work and what will be the output of this. Okay, so this will not give any error, and let's see what's happening there. So first of all, the very first function call will be from here, and the argument passed 513 and 2, right? So the control will come here and it will check whether it is the function foo and having some values. Now we will check here. Okay, so now 513 and 2 are assigning here, are passing here, and we will come here, and we will come here. Right now we will check for the if condition. So I'm writing here, right? If n is greater than 0, so what is the value of n? N is 513, right? If 513 is greater than 0, so the condition is true, so we will come into the if part, and it will return n modulus r. So what does modulus operator do? It gives the remainder. So whenever we divide a number by another number, so it will give remainder. Suppose I divide 5 by 2. Okay, so what we get? 2 2s are 4 and the remainder is 1. So 5 modulus 2 will be 1. So how does it work? Okay, now n modulus r. So 513 modulus r. At the place of r, what it is? It is 2. Now again we have to call the function recursively. N divided by r means 513 divided by 2 comma 2, right? Now when we divide 513 by 2, 513 by 2, what the remainder is? So 2 to the 4 and 1 1 5, and then 1 and 3. So the remainder is 1 here, right? So the remainder will be 1, and then it will call for the function again, and now it is dividing here. So what will be the result of this? The result of this will be 256. Now 2. Okay, so now from here, this one will be at the pause, and the last output, the last resultant value will be goes to here, and that will be the final answer. Okay, so from here we have to again call the function. Okay, so now call for the function for this value. Okay, so now coming here and check if n is greater than 0. So this time at the place of n, what is there? This is 256. Okay, now we have to return n modulus r means 256 modulus 2, plus again we have to call for the same function, and now we have to divide 256 by 2, and the remainder is 2, right? Now what it is, so whenever we divide 256 by 2, we will got nothing as the remainder. Okay, as this is even number and any even number divided by 2 will be the zero remainder, so this will give remainder 0. Plus now we have to again call for the function, and now this time we have to divide it. Okay, so 2 1 the 2, 2 2 the 4, and 2 8 the 16, so 128 will be the result of this, and 2. Okay, now from here we have to again call for the function for these parameters. Now again we will come here and check if n is greater than 0. So we will check if 128 is greater than 0. Yes, it is. So we have to return 128 remainder 2 plus, again we will call for the function, and 128 divide by 2 comma 2. Okay, now whenever we divide any even number by 2, we will got the remainder 0, right? So we will get 0 here, and plus we are calling again, and whenever so let's divide 128 by 2. So 2 6 are 12 and 2 4 are 8, 64 will be the resultant. Now 2, again we are calling for it, so now I'm writing here. Okay, so foo and 64 comma 2. I hope it is clear to you. Just a second. Yes. Okay, now we will come here and we'll check for if n is greater than 0. So if 64 is greater than 0, yes it is, so we will come into the if part and will return 64 modulus 2 plus we are again calling the function. Now 64 divided by 2 comma 2. Okay, now it will give remainder as 0, plus we are again calling the function, and this time this will be 2 2 3 ja and 2 2 ja. Okay, 32 and 2. Now we have to call for this function. Okay, so first of all let me make some space here. Okay, now we have to call for this foo 32 comma 2. Right, now we will come into the this part and we will check if n is greater than 0. So if 32 is greater than 0, yes it is, so we will come at the return line. So return n modulus r. So what is the value of n? 32 modulus r is 2. Okay, plus again function calling n divided by r. So I'm dividing directly. Okay, 32 divided by 2 will be 62 and remainder is 2. Okay, now this will become 0 and we are calling for this 16 comma 2. So for 16 comma 2, when we check if when we are in the function, then we will check if n is greater than 0. So this time we are checking for 16 is greater than 0, and in the return line we will like 16 divided by modulus 2 plus we are calling the same function again for the value of 16 by 2 comma 2. This will give remainder as 0, plus we are calling again the function, then it will give 8 comma 2. Now the function will run for the value of 8 and 2. Okay, now I'm again writing here. So if 8 is greater than 0, so yes it is, so we will come here and write n modulus r. So again we have to perform the same operation, and n modulus r means 8 modulus 2. This will give remainder as 0, so this will be 0, plus we have to again call for the function. Now 8 divided by 2 will be 4 comma 2. Again we have to call for the same function at the value of 4 and 2. Now I am writing here. Okay, so this function 4 comma 2, this function will run for the value 4 comma 2. Now we are in the if part and we are checking whether 4 is greater than 0. Yes it is, so we are again executing the return line. Now 4 modulus 2, according to this 4 modulus 2 will be 0, as when we divide 4 by 2 this will give 0. Okay, now we have to again run the function. at the value 4 divided by 2 will be 2 comma 2. Okay, again this will run for this the value 2 comma 2. Now I'm writing here, okay, for 2 comma 2. So if 2 is greater than 0, yes it is, so we will come return line. Okay, then 2 modulus 2 will be 0, plus we have to again run the foo function, and we will divide 2 by 2 comma 2. This time this will give 1 comma 2. Now this is the last execution. Let's see here. Oh. Okay, I'm writing here only. So this is the last execution. So now this time the function will come here, and this will n value is 1 and the remainder is 2. Now if n is greater than 0, so 1 is greater than 0. Yes it is. So this will come here, and this will return n modulus r. So 1 modulus 2 will be 1 only, right? So from here we get 1 as the remainder, plus again we will divide 1 by 2, so it will give 0, right? It will give 0. So now from here we get the final answer. So from here we got 1, and from the back of the calls we were getting only 0 0 0 as the answer. But in the very first call we got the answer as 1 when we divide 513 by 2, and we got the remainder 1, right? You remember, we got the remainder 1. Here it is, and the final answer is 1. So when we sum up all the callbacks, so we will get 1 plus 1, and 2 will be the correct answer for this question. So this is 2. I hope it makes sense and it is clear to you. But it is not clear to you, then what you can do is just rewatch this video, and if your recursion concept is not clear, then go and first read recursion. What is recursion? Learn the concept of recursion, and then you will get the proper idea of this question. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. Next question is we have to find out the output of this question. Now here are some integers a, b, and m. Now we have to assign some values to a. A will be assigned by a string length of output. So what it is? It is a function. It is an inbuilt function. Okay, in C and C++. And what it will give? It will return the length of the input. It will return the length of the input string. Okay, so what is the input string here? So the input string here is output. So what will be the length of this output? So 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so a will be assigned by 6. Now b, again b is having some string length. Okay, input length is 5. 1 2 3 4 5. So input length is 5. Now m, we have to perform some operations, and then the value will be assigned to m, right? So a left shift b minus 4. What is the value of v? V is 5 and minus 4 will be 1. So now we have to perform this operation. So what it is? This is left shift operator. And how it will work? So it will work like, so whenever we have to perform left shift operation on the value of a and b, so the result will be a into 2 raised to the power b. According to this, we will write here, and the value of a is 6. 6 left shift 1. So at the place of a, what it is? It is 6 into 2 raised to the power 1. As at the place of v, here is 1. Now 6 to the 12, and 12 will be the correct answer for this question. I hope it makes sense and it is clear to you. Okay. Next is, there are some integers having some values, and now what is the operation? So p assign 9 plus q. So 9 plus q. What is the value of q? Q is 8. And 9 plus 8 will be 17. Right? Then q assign 3 plus p. 3 plus p is 17. 17, and this will be 20. Again q assign 3 plus p. Again the same operation is performing. Okay, 17 is equals to 20. Now again at this line, q assign q plus 3 and q. So q assign q plus 3. So what is the last updated value of q? 20. 20 plus 3. This is assigning to q. Okay, 20 plus 3 and q. So what is the last updated value of q was? 20. Now 23 and 20. Now what it is bitwise AND, and whenever see any bitwise operator, so we have to convert the integer into binary form. So how we can convert the integer to binary? In the very short trick, in a very short way. So there is 8421. Okay, this is a VCD code, and with the help of this we can convert the integer to binary very quickly. And for 23 we will need to 16 add 16 extra. Okay, so let's try it. 16 and 4 will be 20, and 2 will be 22, and 1 23. So these guys all makes 23. When we add all these numbers, these will make 23. Okay, so at the places of these we will write 1 1 1 and 1, and this is 0. And now for this is the binary code for 23. Okay, now for 20, 16 and 4 will become 20, and so only for here we are writing 1 and others are 0. Now we have to perform the AND operation. Okay, so how does AND operation works? Suppose there is A and this is B, and we are performing. So if the value of A is 0 and if the value of B is also 0, so this will give 0. Now if the value of A is 1 and B is 0, so this will give 0. Now if, just a minute, screen recording is here. Okay, so now if the value of A is 0 but A is 0 and B is 1, so this will again give 0. If both the values are 1, then only it will give 1. So how does it work? If both of the values are 1, then only it will give 1. So let's perform the or AND operation on this. 1 and 0, 0, 1 and 0, 0, 1 and 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, and 1 and 1, 1. So at what places this is 1? 1 and 1. 6 and 4 will be 20. So Q will be now 20. So the 20 will assign to here. Now we have to come for this line. Print P plus Q plus R. P plus Q plus R. So what is the last updated value of P was 17. 17 plus Q is 20, and R was never been updated. So R is 8 only. Now let's add these numbers. Okay, 28 plus 17 will be, and this will become 45. So 45 will be the correct answer for this question. Right, guys, this is all for today. This is all from my side, and I hope all the questions are clear to you, or the complete explanation is crystal clear. If you have doubts, then you can rewatch the video. And all the best for your preparation, all the best for your exam. We will meet in the next video. Until then, bye bye and take care.